What's up, y'all? Let's get straight into it. And you knew the Black P.O.E was coming on this one. I know people been hitting me up. Once again, P.O.E, you was right. You predicted this crash out of Ja Morant. And anytime one of my predictions come true, it's always the same. I want to be wrong. I did not want to be right about this situation. But I'm not going to stay on Ja Morant. I'm going to cover some other issues. And quite frankly, we just really need this artist for the Black P.O.E because I'm going to piss a lot of people off with the things I'm going to say. I already know I am. Straight up. Then what I'm looking at is everybody jump out the window at Shannon Sharpe for his critique of brother Ja Morant. And my thing is, how in the hell is he wrong? It hurts. This kind of shit. It does. When one of us got the bag, $250 million, and fumble that bitch. But one thing I've been looking at is all the criticism of Ja Morant, all the analysis, all this negativity. And y'all been noticing on my channel here lately, I've been trying to get away from negativity. I'm not a newscaster. I don't want my fortune and fame always talking about other people. Because when you do that, when you point the finger at somebody and always highlighting their shit, you got 3 fingers pointing back at you. What makes you the subject matter expert? How do you know? You gotta be able to live this shit to give advice on what's happening in these people's lives, even celebrities. Well, we're gonna give them the Black P.O.E.'s ass tonight. First of all, a lot of people gonna hate me for this. I'm a little biased. I'm from Tennessee, Nashville be exact, Tennessee everything, Memphis Grizzlies fan. I think Ja Morant need another damn chance. Ooh, I know y'all didn't like that. Well, first of all, he just got suspended again, facing possible suspension. So that's covered. He's gonna get punished for waving the gun in the air. But we gotta look at our society. This is our culture now. Whether you like it or not. You get bent out of shape when Ja Morant is waving the gun in the air. What about your little cousin playing the guitar with the stick? Brag about the switches on Facebook Live, on IG. You got bigger problems at home with your kids, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces than Ja Morant waving that damn pistol. Only thing that saved the Black P.O.E when I was in the Army, tearing up shit, acting a fool, there was no social media. 23 years old, Ja Morant. 21 years old when brother P.O.E was in the Army and caught a Fed case. Over 20 years ago. I don't even like talking about this shit. It's still embarrassing to this day. But by the grace of God, like Brother Bagrich would say, I beat the case. Everybody gets their wake-up call. That was my wake-up call. When I had 2 sets of alphabets on my ass. I was in the military at the time. Like I said, CID was looking at me and my coding. If you don't know what CID is, that stands for Criminal Investigation Division. If you know about NCIS, the show, the Navy NCIS, well, CID's equivalent to Navy's NCIS. Yeah. Army Feds. And the FBI. The FBI case, believe it or not, was bullshit and weak. Just some motherfuckers running their mouth about shit they didn't know. I'm not going to even get into that shit because it's so embarrassing. Because my name was smeared. It damaged my military career when I was at Fort Riley. I had a PCS, which is permanent change of station, to clear my name, to get that shit off of me and go to Fort Knox, Kentucky. But I was 21 years old. On my way to Leavenworth. Now, a lot of people don't know what Leavenworth is. Well, that's what they seen when you fuck up in the military and catch a federal crime. They seen the Leavenworth. I was at Fort Riley. I had people that was waiting on my downfall. You know you hear these, right? And what that means is Fort Riley was in the middle of Kansas. Fort Leavenworth was in East Kansas. You hear these, boy? They got you this time. Now, I tell y'all what, I promise y'all. When I do my first live, I'm going to cover that damn Fed case. And by the grace of God, by the grace of Son Crowley. Thank you, Son Crowley. He was my attorney at the time. Well, I call him my barracks attorney. It's 3 things you go in there and say in this interrogation. And don't say anything as specialist. I was a specialist at the time. Was on my way to get promoted to sergeant and caught this bullshit. Not to my recollection. I don't recall. If the shit gets too heated, I need an attorney. That's the only 3 things you got to say to both sets of feds, FBI and CID. Somebody gave me another chance. God was the one who gave me another chance. I had my wake-up call. Was a new man when I went to the new duty station. Made the rank of sergeant. Changed my life. That close to fucking it all up. You think an F on your report card is bad, a felony. Can you imagine an F with a dishonorable discharge? A dishonorable discharge out of the military is worse than a felony. Hands down. Hands down, bro. That shit is nasty. You do not want that. Because what they was accusing me of my coding, and he stood tall. He kept his mouth shut too. I appreciate that, TP. Battle buddies for life, bro. You know what's going down. He stood tall in that shit. I stood tall in that room. That's the only reason you see who you see today. Not the NBAs on the wall, not the degrees, not the books, not the company and all this bullshit. I almost fucked my life up at 21 years old. So I know what it means when somebody gives you another chance. So even though this is a fuck up for Ja, I would like to see him to get another chance once he come out to suspension. Maybe he gets it now. Maybe he don't. And the truth is, a hard pill to swallow, everybody's not going to be saved. They say that in the holy word. You can't save everybody. No amount of money can save you when you determine to get out that hedge. And when I'm talking about that hedge of God, God put a hedge around you all day long. But you got free will to stay in that hedge or not. Simple as that. Ja, I fucked up at 21. You doing the same shit at 23. You got time, bro. There is still time. There's time for redemption. And after all that shit that Shannon Sharpe say he wasn't wrong, that's the only thing I feel like he left out. What about this young man's redemption at 23 years old? And I stand on that. I believe he gets another chance. Because damn it, what in the hell would the Black P.O.E. be if I didn't get another chance when I was 21? Thank you for tuning in. God bless. One team.